At the time of recording, there is only 1 week left till Abingdon Marathon. At this time next week, I will probably already be racing, or if not, just about to start. It's a 2 week taper this time instead of the normal 3, and it's been an interesting time slash taper. So Sunday, I raced the half marathon, and so Monday, normally after any hard session, because I normally do my long run days on a Saturday, Mondays are an off. But I was invited to a track session. So thank you, Almost Athletes in Cheltenham, for inviting me. And I thought, you know what, it's the first ever time, we'll take it easy. Wore my everyday easy shoes, wasn't expecting anything big. It was 5 times 1k at 5k speed with 90 seconds recovery, and then 5 times 400 as fast as you can. So I'd said to my guide, pace me for about 4:10, but we finished the first K in 3:50, and that set the tone for the session. It was just fast, fast, fast. So there was no taking it easy. But then the rest of the week was uneventful. I was busy and away for work for most of it, which meant I struggled to get running in, but I did manage to run every day, and they were all basically 10k easies on the treadmill, other than Thursday, where I got back really late, didn't want to run, and Jen actually pulled me out the door because she wanted to run in an evening. She's a morning runner, she never runs in the evening, but she was like, no, I really want to run, so come out with me. And so we did an easy 8k, and it was good fun. I didn't get anything on film, unfortunately, just because I rarely run with Jen. She's normally always on the bike, but I thought, let's just focus on the running. And then again, busy day Friday, so I didn't run on Friday, and then did what would normally be my long run Saturday, but because we are in taper, it was a very short long run. Ended up doing 11k in total, with 5k being park run. But that was nice and comfortable. Park run was done a fair bit quicker than marathon pace, and yeah, it felt easy, which it should do. So yeah, very pleased with how this first week of taper has gone. Okay. Nice. So we're exploring a new route today. Do you want to explain where we are, Pete?
We're on West Swindon, going along Shore Ridge, coming towards Lizzie Park. It's Newford, yeah. It's my home area, so I know exactly where I'm going. Go around to the left here, around to the left. Well, hopefully I know where I'm going anyway.
So, easy 10k this morning. Last sort of proper run before Abingdon.
Yeah. Now we'll take a steady.
So let's talk about race day. So I've got the option of 2 pairs of shoes. I still haven't quite decided what I'm going to wear. So I've used the Asics for my longest runs, and they've been okay. The first time I wore them, I was instantly a no, but I've warmed to them. As you can probably tell, I am a heel striker because the heels have already started wearing away. But I get pains on the insides of my big toe, so I'm not sure how uncomfortable that will get later on in the race. The other option are the Sauconys, but they have given me blisters on my little pinky toes, but having taped them up, as in my toes, they've been fine. I found these are just so fun to run in, and I did a treadmill test with them. So I did a 40-minute tempo session on separate days so that everything else was relatively equal, and my heartbeat was on average 3 beats lower with these, and I think that is because of how bouncy they are and how relaxed I feel on them, and hills just feel so easy on them. So in terms of fun, these definitely win, but maybe they're better for shorter distances, whereas on a longer distance, these are better. I've got a few last bits of marathon pace sessions on this last week, so I will test them both out before making a firm decision. But just because of the enjoyment that I got, I think these will do, and I will suffer if needs be. Just on the final lap of park run.
3k of park run done.
Yeah, taking it nice and easy. It's part of the paper.
That's a yeah, said.
Yeah. Just reminiscing about our cold morning long runs in the lead up to London.
Yeah,
and how it's much nicer training in the summer months. And finally, in terms of fueling, I always have stomach issues on races, so I think I'm going to have to deal with it. But I have found a way of making it better. I'm going to start off with Lucozade and use that for the start. I'm actually going to fill 2 bottles in a bigger bottle, and thanks to Ben, my guide, who's going to be my mule as well as my guide by carrying them. So I'll start with that, and then I find if I add gels later on into the race, my stomach tends to deal with it much better instead of just pummeling them from the get-go. And for that, I'm going to use, I think these are Precision. I've tried them in a few of the halves that I've done and on my training runs, and yeah, they sit okay. My only issue is I struggle to open them. The top bit seems to come off and only leave a really little hole, instead of like marthon, where the whole top comes off and you can just swallow it. But I do definitely prefer the consistency of these. I found I'm more of a syrupy gel type rather than the I think Andy, one of my other guides, described it as the frog spawn texture of marthons. Not sure how he knows what frog spawns taste like, but so it'll be Precision and Lucozade, and yeah, hopefully that will be okay. I have heard Abingdon has cups rather than bottles, which is frustrating. I hate drinking from cups, so I might get Jen, because I think Abingdon's a loop, so I will see her a couple of times. I might give her a bottle of water to carry, which I'll take from her and drink if needed. So yeah, 1 week to go. Fingers crossed there'll be no paranoia. I was ill last week and everything was hurting. My back was hurting really badly, and even yesterday I really felt it. But I ran this morning, and the pain seems to have gone. So fingers crossed that's just paranoia or the last remnants of my cold/flu. And this week, yeah, everything will go smoothly.